Not being rude. Not being rude. I have never seen Shroud with less than 10K viewers in the 7 years I've been watching him. You've been watching for 7 years. 7 years ago, I had a lot less than 10,000 viewers. Now, if you said 5 years ago, I'd be like, okay, yeah, all right, I might believe that. 7 years ago, that's a lot of years right there. Oh, 7 years ago, I was not pulling 10K viewers. No way. 7 years ago was kind of the start of like the snowball. You know what I mean? The snowball that was CS. 7 years ago is pretty dead on that snowball. What's your dream video game?
What do you think it is?
Our way
Essentially Second Life,
we hope.
but in a more obviously fantasy, right? My dream video game is truly being able to go wherever you look. Any room, any building, anything is enterable in some way, shape, or form, and anything can truly be done. If you want to start some crazy underground fucking dog fighting ring or some shit, like, you can do that, you know? Like, I think my favorite game of all time would be like a really, really heavy roleplay game. It would be awesome, but it would have to be so immersive and so in-depth that you kind of forget that you're playing a game, right? I don't know.
In the chamber below, you will
My dad used to play
confront
World of
and
Warcraft. I
subdue
still don't
your
understand the game because
deepest
I never played.
memories.
Could you explain? Basically, you play with your friends.
Advance
That's
to this
it.
trial so quickly.
Cast some spells.
If you succeed, you will have proven yourself to the Ascended.
WoW, I feel like MMOs and WoW in general has transcended to like something completely different. Because like when you used to play MMOs in the past, you used to play because you were immersed. You were leveling up your character. You were getting new items. Like it felt good to like be more powerful and do better things. And now I feel like WoW is just play with your friends, kill some shit. That's WoW, you know. MMOs in general. That feeling of immersion and like truly having impact on the world and your character like feeling there has kind of nullified for most MMOs. Because I know when I played Vanilla
You must
WoW
delve deeper.
in 2005, you know, I was 11 years old, and it felt amazing, man. It felt incredible. It felt like I was in my own, like, realm, you know? I was in my own world. Now it doesn't feel like that, you know? That feeling's gone. Right now, honestly, right now is the best time to start World of Warcraft if you're ever interested, because the leveling process is actually really cool. Leveling 1 through 60 now is very cool, because you finish, like, the tutorial island, and then you get to choose which expansion you get to play, which is really cool. Give us advice on how to be a pro player. Play a lot. Play a lot. Play a lot.
You wish
Play
to be
a
of
lot.
service.
Personally, I wonder when the modern MMO will come in where leveling isn't actually a thing anymore. I think the world of like modernizing an MMO is to scrap leveling in a sense and tie your like progression and like with the world, as in like the more you do, the more you achieve. Like that's how you progress to the cause of whatever the game might be. You know? It's always weird to level because you level just to get to the end, and when you're at the end is when you start to actually play the game. But why not just like skip that whole part, and right off the beginning it's just based off of like strict contribution to whatever the cause might be of the game. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's how I'd imagine an MMO to work. But instead we got this, which is, you know, fine, just not very innovative. The same shit. Yeah, like that's true. The MMO model right now is kind of like to keep you grinding, to keep you logging in hours. And a lot of people might not see that, but that's all it is. They're just trying to keep you there longer. The longer they keep you there, the more money they make, right? But I want an MMO that's truly a world, you know? I want to log on and do something and feel like what I did was important to the grand scheme of things. I feel like a lot of people want that, you know? The Shroud play every game that exists. I do play a lot of games, yeah. I like just about any game genre anyway. The game genre that I'm least familiar with is RTS. RTS is the game genre that I played the least. But I 100% played everything. That's just, I've always played everything. I've always had interest in all games. Well, mostly. What do you think MMOs lack in content? Content isn't a... I don't think that's the problem with MMOs. It's not content. Content's easy peasy. To me, I think it's just the immersion. Like, really. But how do you create immersion? Impact. Meaningful decisions.
You seek me.
Risk.
You stand before the Ascended.
Believe it or not being able, like, being locked and not being able to do everything is a good thing. There should be times where, like, you have to decide what you can and cannot do. You know? Like, stuff should be locked.
Archon's light shine upon you.
Are you gonna make it regular streaming WoW? Probably not. Nobody wants to watch me play WoW. And we'll see. It all depends on how much fun I'm having. If I'm having a lot of fun, I'll stream it. But if I'm not, like, having that much fun, then I won't really stream it. I'll probably play it, maybe, but, you know. Do you like to socialize? Yeah, from time to time. But the thing is, some people need to socialize. I don't need to socialize. Do I like to? Yeah, sure. But I don't need to. You know what I mean? That's the difference. You know, this was the game back in 2005 that single-handedly ruined a bunch of people's Counter-Strike careers. I remember when I was competing in like 1.6 and then Source and whatever, right? I'd always have teammates that we'd kind of like eventually lose to this game every single time. And who knows? Who knows where they could be right now if they continue to keep playing CS, you know what I mean? But WoW always took them. This is the game that steals people's lives. This is the game that you don't come back from. Okay?
The air was once rich with anima.
Do you guys think because of the games that people are fed nowadays, like at an early age, like the mainstream games, they kind of cloud people's judgment about other genres and different games that aren't similar to that one that might be mainstream, whether it's Minecraft, whether it's Fortnite, whether it's another example of a mainstream game. I mean, I guess WoW's kind of mainstream. Because I'm just thinking, like, part of the reason why I think I'm so open-minded when it comes to games, and the main reason I play so many games, is because when I was playing games, like, everything was developing and growing, and there was just so much new shit going on. And everything was like a first. You were like, oh my god, I've never seen that before. Hell yeah. But now, I feel like a lot of the games are... I feel like a lot of the games now are so, like, designed to keep you going that you never leave that space, and you're stuck in that game for, like, ever. You know what I mean? It won't let you leave. Feels like we've hit the movie industry level of mainstream. We're always getting a remake. Yeah, remakes make sense to me because you can come back and you can make an old game with like newer tech, and I could see how that works, right? To me, I just don't understand how game devs and game development in general hasn't gotten more innovative. It can. We're not at like some sort of magical cap, right? It's not like our tech is like capped. Maybe graphically, like we can't go too far there. But in terms of like innovation and game design, bro, that's unlimited. And I feel like we're just copy pasta right now. What's going on? You know? Man, you have a 3090 and you're playing this trash. What does that even mean? You're the owner of PUBG. What would you change to make it popular again? I mean, I would delete the Battle Royale, and I would open modding tools and open dedicated servers and let the community do whatever the fuck they want to it. That's what I would do.
May I tempt you with my wares?
PUBG is like a very, very solid game that could be turned into anything. If the community had access to the tools that, you know, to the tool, like, if the developers said, okay, let's make some tools for the community, some map tools, some editing tools, some functionality tools, all of that, right? If they said, all right, fuck it, we're going to drop this BR project and do that, they would have so many sales. The problem is you can't sell microtransactions that way. Once you do that, you're pretty much accepting an L of a lot of loss of income. So you that's what you do when that's like your final update. You do that when you're about to kill the project. When you're done with the project, you don't want to make any more money off of it. That's what you do. Unless they made it so that the tools that you provide for PUBG, you pay a monthly subscription to. That would be interesting. It wouldn't be an insane amount of money, but it would be some sort of extra cash, I guess. Because there wouldn't be that many people modding that you'd make millions off of them. But you'd make some, I guess, to keep it going. I don't know. And this is fun to go and just... I know it doesn't look like I'm having the, you know, grand old time, but this is fun to just sit here and kick it, play some fucking WoW, kill some shit.
For us to
Why don't you
speak
use
later,
gaming
my
chairs?
son. I
I mean, technically, this is a gaming chair, but I use a chair that's, you know, comfortable. That's kind of the point. Gaming chairs they're not bad, honestly. Some of the gaming chairs, how they market them and whatever, you know, they're bad. Whatever's marketed as a gaming chair, like, they aren't bad. They're really not. There's just better chairs. What if you got a gaming chair sponsor? I mean, realistically, I probably wouldn't get a gaming chair sponsor if I didn't want to sit in it all day, you know what I mean? I'm not like I don't just take sponsors willy-nilly. Like, typically when you have a sponsor, you get sent the product, you try it out, you see if you like it, you see if it's going to be an authentic kind of sponsorship. And if it is, you take the deal. If it's not, you don't take the deal, right? It's like, it's that simple. Nobody, well, not nobody. Most people don't take deals that they don't like. You know what I mean? You could say everybody has a price all you want, which is true, but when you say everybody has a price, it's not like DX Racer is going to reach out and be like, yo, Shroud, $5 million. Okay, sure. Like, you know what I mean? But that's not realistic, right? So, of course, you would have a price. You'd be like, okay, well, I would if you offered this much, but the amount would have to be extraordinary, like you know, just crazy high. I'd sit on a wooden stool for $5 million. As much as I'd love to keep going, I do have to wake up early tomorrow to play more World of Warcraft. So, I'm gonna call it. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching me play games that you guys don't care about. Some of you guys care. Anyway, later.